passion is perennial. I'm floating down to earth, listening to burial. So I don't miss a sound. My jaw's wrong, my bed's full, gone. My poor lungs hear the birds' dawn song. The city's dead, I love the city smell. Yeah, I'm a city lad, I know the city well. My sunlit walk home's perennial. I'm floating down to earth, listening to burial.
Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome back to our live stream here on Twitch. I'm your humble host, Phantom Freak, aka Moistmaster Flex. We're actually on time today. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, actually, got all my shit done before 7 o'clock, so we're right on the dot. Well, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good Monday, good start to your week. I sure had a good weekend. What did I do this weekend? Damn, dude, it feels like a blur now. Yeah, we went to Avalon on Friday. Yeah, we went to Avalon on Friday night. Then went to another show. Oh, I went to like this networking event on Saturday. Visited my old production school, Icon Collective. Went to the new campus. I actually had never been there, which was really cool. Then I went to some other show that night, and then Sunday was just like family time. Yeah, but yeah, and then I had then just normal work day today. Yeah, I felt really off this morning, but once I got through my actual daily routine, I managed to pull myself out of that funk. So yeah, thankful to be here, thankful to be on time. Yeah, and thankful you guys are all here. Let's see, let's just jump through here our usual spiel. We got some tunes here. Oh, you gotta add already. Alice DJ Better Off Alone, free download on YoSpace. We got Riot from the homie Foxed. On Thick Freakness, we got Rebirth Volume 3 on Thick Freakness as well. We got Maza on YoSpace. We got Bender from the homie Broshi on Thick Freakness. We got Daydream from myself and Ali XO on 3000 Deep. We have Fresh Cut Freaks on Thick Freakness. That's our newcomer compilation. Came out a couple weeks ago. And then lastly, Phantasm Tommy Gun. This just came out on Friday on Thick Freakness. Go check out all these tunes. As of right now, I'm not in a place to actually make any new announcements. I guess maybe, kind of. I have a tune. Are you looking to submit? Here you go. There's a submission link. I have a free download coming out for sure. Sorry. Free download on next Wednesday, the 30th. That'll be out on 3000 Bass, and then I have potentially another track coming out on May 2nd on Prime Audio, which is going to be more of like I guess it's like a 140 track. Yeah, that one I've been sitting on for fucking forever, dude. Finally, it's coming out. And then lastly, we have another compilation coming out on the label on May 9th, which is going to be a VIP compilation. I'll show you guys a little bit of that once we get to the SoundCloud screen over here. And then we got our shows coming up. We got one this Saturday. We have Garage Brunch. It's the first of our spring summer series, all daytime events. Should be a good time. These are both free entry with RSVP. Show. Oh, maybe I marked them as show 1, show 2. Show 1. Yep, I sure did. And show 2. Yeah, so Garage Brunch this Saturday in LA, Hollywood, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then we have our after hours, our next after hours on May the 3rd. And then after that, we actually have plenty more shows coming up, but I can't announce them yet because I actually don't even have flyers. So, but there's going to be tons of stuff coming up in May and a lot of stuff in June. I might be coming to your city, I'm thinking. I'll be hitting Vegas, Denver, Potentially Canada. Canada twice this summer, actually. New Mexico in July. Potentially Phoenix. Potentially San Diego. Potentially San Francisco. Yeah. So I'm working on a lot of stuff in the background, but yeah, if you guys are in any of those cities, I might be coming soon. And then lastly, our sponsor, Eargasm. If you guys need earplugs, go cop some. 10% off. Use code Phantom10. All right, enough yapping here. I could play a little bit of this. Yeah, man, I'm trying to come to Phoenix this summer. We had this Thick Freakness VIP compilation. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try and come in July. Try and come to Phoenix in July. We shall see if the stars align. Yeah, we have this VIP compilation coming out on May the 9th. This is almost everyone. I got one more that I'm waiting for from Foxed. But yeah, these fucking tracks are fucking dope. I'll just play a little bit of each real quick.
Talking like you wreck. Talking like you reckless, been the build it, in the build.
Pulling up this man, who's ready? Pulling up this man. Who's ready? We're putting the crew listening live.
All I wanna do is roll in the Phantom.
Let me see your hand.
You're impressive, I'm obsessed.
Let's begin the procedure.
Yep, that's what we got going on coming soon on Thick Freakness, a little VIP compilation. If you guys follow the label, you guys know that all these tracks are previously released. These are all just remixes from each of the individual artists. All these are like 135 BPM and above, which is really cool to see. You know, we got a nice mix of like garage, speed house, breaks, drum and bass. Yeah, some really cool stuff there. Any hoops, enough of me yapping about Thick Freakness and myself. Let's get into the tunes here. You guys know the spiel if you guys have been here before. I take these as first come first serve basis, so I'm basically the position they are in the queue right now are the position that I received them. I do not play favorites here. I'm gonna name all your guys' names, see where you guys are at in the queue. If for whatever reason you're not here when I call your name, your track is going to get skipped. You're gonna get thrown to the back of the line. And then if you end up showing back up, I can throw you back in the queue. If you guys want to skip the line for whatever reason, if you say you have to, like, I don't know, if you have to go to sleep or if you have to go to work or whatever it is, whatever you got to do, you're more than happy to skip the line. You guys can use your channel points or you can send money to the bottom left over there. The amount is totally up to you. People usually send anywhere from like $5 to $10, but I don't want you guys to break the bank. So yeah. All right. So we got Juego What first. We got Speaker Boy after that. We got Day Ones up here. We got Freund. We got Daddy JP. Oh, you submitted two. Is there any difference between these? Which one should I play? Day Ones. Whip 1 or Whip 2? I'm assuming Whip 2. It's probably the most recent version. But this was uploaded 12 hours ago, so use the second one. Okay, so use this one. This was uploaded 3 hours ago, so I'm assuming it's this one. Okay, and then after Daddy JP, we got Leonard Ellis. Let me see if there's any other submissions real quick before I start. No, this is all we got so far. So only 6 submissions so far. The slide might go quick. Let's just get started.
Left foot, right foot, sideward step. Dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss. Left foot, right foot, sideward step. Dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss. Left foot, right foot, sideward step. Dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss. Left foot, right foot, sideward step. Dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss. Left right foot, sideward step. Dip it low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left right foot, blow a kiss. Left right foot, sideward step. Dip it low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left right foot, blow a kiss. Sideward step, dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss. Left foot, right foot, sideward step. Dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss. Switch. blow a kiss. Blow a kiss.
Nice one, bruv. Yeah, dude, super fucking banging tune here. Very solid groove. Loving the sound selection. That vocal's super dope. Definitely, it definitely creates the momentum and the drive here. Very nice processing on that vocal too. Where'd you get that vocal from? I'm curious. Right. Yeah, very solid groove. Really nice low end. I think the low end's fantastic here. Kick sub relationship is very nice. Definitely adds to the groove there. Very solid drum selection. Very solid drum selection. Everything's really crispy, very clean. Hats, snares, all that stuff. Loving the vocal chopping as well. I think it really adds a nice variation, a new element there. I think it's really dope. I did note here the vocal has a little bit of a popping to it. I think I noticed that mostly in this like intro section. There's something there. A little bit of popping. I don't know. It's a little bit of a click. I don't know if it's the vocal or maybe it's like another like drum sample or something. But just a little click. Nothing too crazy. It's something you can pretty easily fix. Really nice ear candy. I'm loving the ear candy. All the sound selection is really well done. Nice energy in the build. I love this extended build section right here as well. Yeah, I think you just have to figure out what the sample is that's doing that little clicky poppy thing. Normally what I find, it usually comes from two different places. Either you have a sidechain that's kind of just like slapping the dynamics, slapping the transient, and it's creating that popping sound, which I don't think that is the case here. More than likely is that it's a sample that is not properly starting at the zero cross point. So you know how you have like your waveforms? Usually like you have like a sample starting, say like this is your XY. You have a sample starting at like plus whatever instead of at the zero cross point. So we're getting fucking nerdy here and shit. But yeah, if you add a fade onto your sample, it'll automatically throw it at the zero cross point. So yeah, maybe that's it, from what it sounds like to me, and you might have to do a little bit of digging to see where it's coming from. It's either one of the vocal samples, or it might be one of the drum samples. Because I don't think it's a sidechain issue. But yeah, you might want to just like check that out to see what it is. Really nice energy in the build. Actually, I really like the second build too, because it definitely had a lot more drama to it, a lot more push-pull energy stuff going on. Really drawn out, really cool. I'm loving the variations. The vocal chops definitely add something there. Really cool like synth counter melody you got going on. Dun, 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 and then it goes up an octave. CR2. Yeah, CR2 has some very solid samples. Really dig CR2. And I think the the okay. I really love the second drop, but I think this pre-drop here could be basically cut in half. I think having that much drawn out of the vocal, it kind of kills the energy and anticipation. I like the idea of having that kind of fake out where everything kind of falls out and you have that vocal kind of just doing its thing. But I think it goes on for a little bit too long.
Left foot, right foot, sideward step. Dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss.
When she says blow a kiss, I think you can just dive right in, because you go into another like 4 bars, I guess, and you're like, oh, like where's, you know, because I was expecting it to pop right in right there, but yeah, it takes a little bit longer.
Foot, right foot, sideward step. Dip it down low, then pop your chest. Round and round, shake your hips. Left foot, right foot, blow a kiss.
Yeah, so I think you could just basically squish that into half, and I think it'll get right to the point. I think it's enough. You have enough space there with that first phrase that it'll get the job done. Excuse me. It adds enough drama already, for sure. But yeah, I love this one. This is a dope tune. Really solid groove, very nice sampling, really nice vocal work, vocal chops. Yeah, and you have like a really long tail here. I mean, that's also something that you can easily fix too. You can chop off this tail back here, but yeah, everything else here sounds really dope. Well done, Juego. Hell yeah, brother. All right, let's go to our next tune here. Do we have Speaker Boy? Speaker Boy. Yeah, no problem, man. Speaker Boy. Speaker Boy. Speaker Boy going once. Speaker Boy going twice. All right, I don't think we have Speaker Boy here. All right, day ones. Day ones, we got day ones in the chat. Let's do it.
Bad boys make good girls go crazy. Bad boys make good girls go crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy. Bad boys make good girls go crazy. Bad boys make good girls go crazy.
crazy. Dude, really sick. I would say this is probably more along the lines of breaks. Definitely has more of like a breaks vibe to it. But I really dig breaks. Breaks is kind of like, like my first love. Probably is more along the lines of like garage and bass house, but like breaks is like it's basically like my side chick. I think Eric knows. Eric breaks is like the side chick. But bass house and garage is like the number one. This is dope though. I'm loving the sound design here. Loving the low end. The matriarch, the originator. UK funky. I guess I mean Eric would probably know better than I would. Is this more along the lines of UK funky or breaks? Did you listen to were you able to hear the tune? Run it back, I guess. Okay, we'll do a little bit of a rewind.
Bad boys make good girls go crazy.
Yeah, to me it also felt like breaks too, but like I don't listen to a whole lot of UK funky, so I'm not really an expert at it. But yeah, it felt like breaks to me, dude. I think it's honestly, I think it's a really cool idea. I love the sound design, the wobblies, really nice low end here too. Loving the kick, loving the snare, really solid drum selection. That vocal is really cool too, but with me the vocal is way too dry, way too in your face. So both like a combination of it needs more like processing to it, reverb, maybe a bit of chorus, just to give it a little bit of space and depth. And also it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of just way too in your face. So maybe kind of bring it down a little bit, maybe a dB or two. I'm curious also with that vocal if there's more to the phrase than bad boys make the girls go crazy. If there's more to that phrase, like say like there's another shorter phrase, or if it's a whole verse, or if it's just like a small portion of a larger chorus or whatever, definitely I would say kind of pull more from that vocal, just so that you're getting more content out of it, more, so you can kind of just squeeze more of the juice, so to speak. But yeah, I'm loving the breakbeats, loving the sound selection. I think the main thing for me is like vocal processing, and I think we need like probably like a stronger arrangement and structure, because there's a lot of like it feels like it's just like quick little drop sections, but there's not really much of this like energetic push pull. There's not like a whole lot of kind of leading the listener along and kind of like telling a story. It just feels like a lot of just like sound design just thrown at you. A lot of groove, obviously. But yeah, I think we need more of a solid structure so that it's easier for the listener to kind of follow along. For that, I would just reference probably some of your favorite, breaks tracks, UK funky tracks. Go through and just kind of see how they lay out their structure, their arrangements, and kind of just like follow along so it'll give you some ideas. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about that. I think this is a really cool idea, but definitely worth developing for sure. Hell yeah, brother. All right, we got Freund. I'm assuming this is gonna be some liquid drum and bass, because that's what we've been getting from the man's Freund. Hell yeah, brother. All right, I'm assuming this is some liquid DMB. Let's do it. Nice one, bruv. Yeah, I'm curious. Did you track the piano and the guitar, or is that just like some sound that you found and kind of just, you know, Serum 2 piano preset. Oh wow. So what's that sound at the very end there? It almost sounds like a guitar. Either way, it's fucking dope. Loving the intro. Very melodic here. Overall, just really well done with all the piano preset that I tweaked a little. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm loving all the melodic ideas here. Lots of really nice layers, both with like the pianos, a lot of the synths. Even that vocal, that backing vocal, definitely adds a lot of like character and flavor here. Solid bass, loving the low end here. Very nice drums, of course. Definitely loving this little pluck melody you got going on. The little plucky guy. Very, very nice. Yeah, if you want to submit tunes, use the Google form. Excuse me. Piano Quiet Rage. Is that Serum 2 default preset? Like a factory preset? Serum 2 stock. Nice. Very nice drums. Loving that plucky melody. Really cool background vocals. I put here, we could probably use some more transitional effects. It's probably something that I noticed the most. Between sections, maybe some little, risers and stuff. Especially going from the drop into the break. And maybe just like little in between areas too, between sections of the drop. Another thing that I noticed that going into the drops from the breaks, pretty much both times, it feels like it kind of just like rolls into it. I would have liked a little bit more drama. So a little bit more contrast going from your build into your drops. And that might just be a matter of kind of pulling out the sub, or just like filtering the sub as you're getting closer into the drop. So that, filtering the sub as you're getting closer, and then once the drop hits, like pretty much open the filter back up. That way you're getting kind of like this drastic change in dynamics and frequency, I think you could probably do something like that for both pre-drops, and it'd have that same effect. Yeah. I think with the second pre-drop, it's probably okay. Maybe just like kind of cut out some stuff here so that drum solo kind of does its thing by itself, and then dive right in. I don't think you need to get as drastic as, like 4 bars, 8 bars of silence or whatever. It probably just needs to be something very short and sweet, just so that you can kind of get that kind of dynamic contrast, Yeah, I love the piano in the second break too. This piano is very nice. Very moody. Moody. Yeah, and that little arpeggio too. That's really about all I have for you. I mean, I was gonna say you could also put a vocal in here, but I don't know if it necessarily needs this. This is actually pretty fucking strong as an instrumental itself. That's such like strong melodic ideas. And you do have those background vocals. I mean, I think part of what makes liquid drum and bass like liquid drum and bass is that it's mostly melodic. You can definitely add in a vocal if you wanted to, but I don't think it necessarily 100% needs it. Yeah, the main thing here is probably just more, transitional effects, and then maybe some more contrast in your pre-drops, so that the drop hits even harder. I think that's really the only thing that kind of like stuck out here for me. But yeah, very well done. Fucking love this tune. Very nice vibes. Very solid sound selection. I think this picture actually very well represents this track too. It's very like serene and calm, tranquil, all those things. But good job, Freund. Dope tune as always. All right, we got the man's Daddy JP. Yeah, no problem, man. Daddy JP. Ba 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 bum. Daddy JP. I didn't see him in the chat earlier, but Daddy JP. Oh, can't hear me? How about now? Testing. Daddy JP. I don't see Daddy JP, so let's move him back of the line here. All right, we got Leonard Ellis, then Nineva, Careless first draft video. Curious about this one here. It's a video. Is this a work in progress track that you're submitting? What's going on here? Do. Okay. And then we got Drew Boy. And then these two peoples aren't here. All right, let's do Leonard Ellis here. Nice one, bruv. Yeah, the chat had some stuff to say about this. Vibey tune, but something about the vocal sounds off, out of key maybe. Yeah, I noticed that too. Take me away. That part actually sounds in key. The last part of the phrase, take me away. It's the won't you. I think that won't you kind of needs to come down a little bit. Won't you take me away? No. It's just ever so slightly out of key on that first part. The won't you. So yeah, I think something like that can be fixed. I would say with Melodyne. Melodyne's probably a better tool to use. Autotune is like a catch-all. It's good for most instances if it's just like there's like some slight out of tune vocals, but you know, for kind of like larger swaths of stuff, I would go for Melodyne, honestly. Yes, I do agree though. The fucking groove here is fucking on fire. The groove here is like basically most of the track, which is very nice. Yeah. Yeah, overall super dope tune. Very solid drums. Loving the groove here. I'm loving the key sound. But to me, it needs more processing. It definitely needs a little bit more thickening to it and also some reverb delays. The delay you can kind of play around with. I would probably only put delay in the break sections, probably the intro and the break sections. But yeah, you can use a touch of reverb throughout the entire of the track because it is a bit thin and dry for my liking. I really love that melody though. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Overall, very solid arrangement here. I like the overall length of this track. Yeah, vocal is cool, but needs a little bit of TLC to it, maybe a little bit more processing to it. And then one other thing that I noticed here, this last part of the drop, right here and right here, it starts to lose like the energy and momentum. So what I would recommend is those keys come back in, that key melody, bum 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 bum. Or secondly, you could start introducing this secondary melody that you have coming in here. I guess it's essentially the same melody, boom boom bum bum bum. But it's just in a different sound. So what I would recommend is kind of bringing that melody back in here, because this last 8 bars is kind of just like empty.
Take me away. Whoa.
So it kind of just feels like I'm just like sitting there waiting for something to happen. It would be nice if you could bring that melody back in, even if it's like subdued, even if you like filter it a little bit or something. But having that melody come back, I think, or, you know, yeah, filtered, I think would be nice because you're kind of already filtering the melody over here too. So it'd be like kind of like yeah, we got space. I think bringing in that melody and then transitional area right here would kind of just like add as like a nice little lead in to your break. Yeah, I think that would be nice. You could do that on both the tail end of this first drop and the tail end of the second drop. Yeah. Very, very nice. Overall, very dope tune though. I'm digging the vocal. It just needs a little bit of adjusting to it, and I'm loving that key. The keys definitely could use a little bit more processing though. Overall, dope tune. Good job, Leonard Ellis. Hell yeah. All right, we got Daddy JP, we got Nineva, we got Careless First Draft Video, Drew Boy. It's Speaker Boy. I don't know, Speaker Boy didn't show up though. All right, we got Swell Times on the Q. All right, I'm gonna go P real quick. Then we'll get into Daddy JP's tune here.
Tastes like fun, and my keys they smell like homemade. So I'ma keep on dancing till this night turns into morning. I think I'm having fun, I don't feel like going home, man. So I'ma keep on dancing till this night turns into morning. Keep on dancing, 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 keep on dancing till this night turns into morning. Turns into morning.
Nice one, bruv. This was fucking sick, dude. This basically sounds like it's almost fucking done. Yeah, this horse over here looks like a Pokemon. Any hoops. This is dope. Loving the groove. The low end is very nice. Vocal's very sick. I love the vocal here. Yeah, huge kick. Very nice sub. Surprisingly, I think you did a really good job with the groove here, especially with such a big kick and such a nice sub. Normally, those tend to fight, but it sounds like you got your sidechain really dialed in. So that definitely adds to a very solid groove here. Very dope ear candy. Really good sound selection overall. I'm loving the vocal. Very nice groove. I'm loving the drops. You definitely do a good job of adding in variations so it doesn't get very loopy or monotonous and boring. It definitely has enough spice to it, enough change to it so that it stays interesting. I wrote here specifically, I would shorten the title to Into Morning instead of Turns Into Morning. It's very short, sweet, and punchy. Especially because there's a lot of times when you just use the phrase into morning, into morning, into morning, into morning. I think that's definitely a better song title. Short, sweet, to the point. Into morning, into morning, into morning. Yeah. Loving this pitched up synth at the end of the second drop. I specifically called that out. Yeah, very well done there. Loving that sound there. Solid arrangement overall. I love that there's 3 drops here. I guess the only thing that I would probably recommend here, just one final mixdown session, just to make sure that everything is kind of dialed in and balanced. I don't think it needs anything done to it, from a creative standpoint. I think everything's there. It probably just needs some more excitement on the top end. And maybe just a little bit of cleanup on the mid range, but that's basically about it. I think it just needs one solid mixdown session, and I think you're Gucci, good to go. But this is a dope fucking tune, man. I'm really digging the vibes here. Really groovy. Definitely has I don't know, man, kind of like a Fisher vibe, almost Fisher, Chris Lake sort of vibe, but I'm digging it, man. Hell yeah, brother. Good job, Daddy JP. Some groovin' thick tech house. All right, we got Nineva. Nineva, are you in the chat? Nineva in the chat. You sure are. All right, got one more in the queue here. Oops, sorry about that, guys. We got Nineva up next for the brick wall. Nice. We got this Careless first draft video. We got Drew Boy. We got Swell Times, and then we got Bovo. Oh, you got to add? Okay, I'll wait. Into morning, into morning, into morning. Do. into morning, into morning, into morning, into morning. Oh, you're back? We back.
Show you justice of the grave. You will never again see the light of day.
All right, that was a fucking journey there. We got a little bit of like hardstyle, a little bit of like fucking metal, even, and then some like techno at the very end. Definitely a musical journey there. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, this is sick. I'm really digging all the kind of genre bending you got going on. I'm loving the guitars. The guitars are super fucking sick. Um, really cool idea using the live drums in like the intro as well as the break section. I was thoroughly surprised because when this started, I was like, oh, this is gonna be some fucking metal, because you had like the live drums playing, and then you had like the vocal in there, which sounded definitely like a kind of metal vocal. But then I dove into this like hardstyle thing, and I was like, whoa, I guess we're going this direction now. And then it went back into kind of like more of like a metal sort of thing, and then it goes into techno, which is really cool. Definitely threw me off for sure. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing either. I think it's kind of cool, especially like if I were to hear this like in a live set. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like hardstyle and techno are definitely not like my genres of choice. It's not something that I actively go out and seek. But I would imagine like if I were to hear this in a hardstyle set, I'd be like, oh shit, where'd this come from? It would definitely throw me for a loop. But I think my only feedback here is gonna be mixing wise. So surprisingly, I think that the hardstyle section is it's mostly devoid of like a really strong sub, which is surprising for hardstyle. Like you want that fat, thick low end, and I'm not getting it as much as I should. I'm actually getting more low end out of this techno section than I am out of the hardstyle section. I'll just like play them back to back so you can kind of hear the difference. So I feel like I'm getting more of a low end response from this techno section than I am from this hardstyle section. You can, and I'm saying that because I can actually feel it in the room. I have a sub back here, so I can feel it in the room. There's definitely a sonic difference there in the low end. So yeah, definitely something to think about. Hardstyle kicks are already boosted. Well, fuck, man. Yeah, in that case, you might need to layer in a yeah, you can do, if you're in Ableton, you could use a drum bus that will definitely add some sub to it. But that's the main thing there. I noticed that there was definitely a difference between the first drop and the second drop in the sub range. Secondly, I like this vocal in here, but unfortunately I couldn't hear a damn thing that it was saying. I think it adds like a nice bit of character here. So I would have even liked it to make a return in this second break, because it feels like more of like the main idea, the hook. So I would have liked a callback to that vocal, even if you kind of like bring in little vocal turnarounds in the drop sections. I think that would be cool. But primarily, I think as far as mixing wise, the best way to get that vocal to pop out more is either a dynamic EQ. You can use obviously FabFilter Pro Q3, get some dynamic EQ going so that vocal pops out. Or a very easy way to do it is get a track spacer. Track spacer basically does the same thing. So yeah, definitely consider one or the other of those. They basically are the same thing. But yeah, it'll get your vocal to pop through the mix more. Still pretty fresh to this. Hey man, if you're fresh to this and it sounds like this already, then you're going in a really good direction. I think you're doing pretty damn well. Because when I was first starting out, I didn't sound anything like this, so that's high praise. Good job, Neneva. Dope tune there. Really kept me on my toes there. Mission accomplished. All right. Whose is this again? Careless. First draft video. I forget who submitted this tune, because there's not really a name on this. Oh, that's you. Okay, cool. All right, let's give this one a listen.
Money come quick when I flick my wrist. All the green eyes, yeah, got 'em sick. Got a new bitch, think this might be it. Or maybe not though, I'm lying. Never too good to admit mistakes. And I got a few lined up on my plate. When nigga we young, I'm tryna be great. I didn't mean to leave you crying. I'm so careless. I'm so careless. I'm so careless. I'm so I'm so careless. I'm so careless. I'm so careless. I'm so
It's like another video, right now?
Dude, that's fucking great. The little outtake there. Dude, this is dope. This is a really fucking dope ass song. A little outtake, man. I love adding shit like that into vocal tracks. little outtakes. I usually do that at the very fucking tail end when like the song is done, like the actual like song is like done, and then like maybe like 10 seconds out from the last beat, you just like throw in like a little outtake. It's so fun, little Easter eggs. But yeah, this is dope. This is really, really well done. Loving the sound selection, very solid groove here. The vocals are great. I think the vocals, I'm assuming that's your vocal. Vocals are great. I think they're very well processed. The only shame is that it's such a short track. Like, I'm assuming there's more to this track. But the main idea is all there. I think the main idea is fucking great. Yo, you have the full song. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I mean, more than welcome to send the full song. I think right now it sounds like the track is done. Sounds great. I mean, I don't know what other thing I could say about the track. I don't think I'm gonna give you any kind of constructive feedback. I think this track is fucking done and it's good to go. Really. Hell yeah. Well done. Really sick tune. And love the outtake there on the video. All right. Yeah, no problem. Do we got Drew in the chat? Do. Drew boy going once. Drew boy going twice. All right, that's a negative on Drew boy. Yeah, man, that's what I tell everybody. I'm like, I'm down to listen to everything. I'm like, but like definitely take it with a grain of salt because, you know, obviously I'm more inclined to write house music and garage and breaks and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, when it comes to like dubstep and like, I don't know, I've had like psychedelic rock in here and fucking synthwave and all sorts of shit. But like, it's always nice to get like a palate cleanser, something like outside of EDM. You know, it's really nice. But yeah, I always tell people to take my feedback with a grain of salt. You know, it's very, very subjective. You know. Yeah, let's go. We got Swell Times here, and then we got Bovo after that. Let's keep it rolling.
I said I like it like. 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 I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. Now I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million bills. It's my pen, bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the jeweler, I throw rocks all in my watch. I like kisses from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Brody, nigga body, spicy mommy, Somali, hotter than a Somali, bird, Ferrari, hop off the stoop, jump in the coupe, baby on top of the roof, dancing on bitches as hard as I can, eating halal, tripping a lamb, so that bitch I'm
Trato de hacer dieta, pero es que en el closet tengo mucha grasa. Ya mudé la Gucci pa' dentro de casa, yeah. Cabrón, a ti no te conocen, ni 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 no te conocen.
I said I like it like that. I said I like it like. I said I like it like. I said I like it like that. I said I like it rough. I said I like it like that. I said I like it rough. I said I like it like that. I said I like it rough. I said I like it like that. I said I like it rough. I said I like it like that. I said I like it rough. I said I like it like that. I said I like it like that. I said I like it rough. I said I like it like that. I said I like it rough. I said I like it like that.
Nice one, bruv. Fucking sick one. Really nice swing here. Very nice low end. When the low end came in, I was like, holy fuck. Definitely was feeling it here. Let's see what the chat had to say. Whoa, unexpected snare. Stereo width is wild. Yeah, Tom Kinch says, as much as I love a real sounding snare, I think this needs a stronger snappy snare. Maybe at least during the main drop from the intro section. Other than that, this flip is sick as fuck. And then Swell, you said yourself not in love with the second drop, to be honest. I kind of agree with that snare comment, but I think maybe part of it also is that the snare has a lot of reverb on it. So in a way, it's almost kind of throwing it further back in the mix. So I think if it was a little bit more dry, I think it would be snappier, to be honest. It would be a little bit more, you know? I mean, you could even also just like layer on a secondary snare on it. Because I think that reverb is not, I mean, it's not terrible to have that reverb. Maybe put more reverb on the break sections and not so much on the drop sections. Because, yeah, I do agree that it needs to be, in the drop, it needs to be kind of like, kind of like cut through the mix. Strong, snappy, especially for bass music, you know? Bass music needs that, like, really strong kick snare to cut through. But I do agree, overall, this is a really fucking well done flip of this tune. This is a very, like, you guys know the original. This is a very commercial sounding ass track. And this sounds almost nothing like the original. I mean, besides the vocal, you get like little hints of the melody, but pretty much you almost entirely just commandeered this, which is really fucking cool. Overall, very solid intro, very solid filtering, fat low end, really nice snare. But I do agree with Tom Kencher. Maybe it could be a little bit more snappy in the drop sections for sure. It needs to kind of cut through the mix a little bit more. Very nice swing. I did note here, be careful with the dynamics of those bass swells. And that was particularly in this first, I guess it's technically your first drop. You have some really nice bass swells, but they do get a little bit too loud. So yeah, just be careful with the dynamics on those. Yeah, I agree. I don't think you need to get rid of that snare. I think maybe adding a little bit of layering with the secondary snare would probably be the move. So you get a little bit of dryness, a little bit of wetness, you know, a little bit of moisture, a little bit of crispiness, a little bit of toit clap. But yeah, just like I said, be careful with those swells. They do get a little bit big. They are swells after all. They're supposed to get big, but yeah, just be careful with those dynamics. And I honestly, you said that you didn't really care for the second drop. I actually like that there's this nice variation and change up. Yeah, definitely unique. Yeah, definitely, I agree. Definitely unique compared to like most other tunes like this. I do like the second drop. Maybe it just needs a little bit more ear candy stuff to it, just to kind of give it a little bit more flavor. Because I feel like a lot of the energy was in this first drop. So like this, in comparison, the second drop didn't really kind of measure up. Obviously, there was a nice variation and change up to it, but energetically wise, like it needed a little bit something more just to kind of give it some oomph. But I think it's heading in the right direction. I think the second drop, as far as the sound design goes, is really nice. It just needs a little bit of something else, some ear candy, a little something. But overall, very dope tune. Loving the low end first and foremost. I think this is really well done. Good job, Swell Times. Nice one, brav. All right, we got Bovo. We got Bovo in the chat. Yeah, no problem, man. Bovo. And then we got a submission from Starfuse. However, you unfortunately forgot to include a link. Oh, I guess you included it down here. Is this unreleased or is it released already? Because if it's already released, I unfortunately cannot. Oh, free. Yeah, it looks like this is already released. So unfortunately, I cannot give feedback on already released music. So Starfuse, if you have a work in progress, feel free to send that over. But do we have Bovo? Bovo in the chat? Bovo. Bovo going once. Going twice. All right, that looks like Bovo's not here. Speaker Boy, I'm just doing one last call for you guys. Speaker Boy, are you in the chat? Whip in progress. Whip prog in res only. Speaker Boy, no Speaker Boy. Do we got Drew Boy? Last one. Drew Boy. All right, I guess that's it for the night. We didn't have any other submissions, so we're gonna call it quits, I guess. I have to work on some other stuff anyways. I gotta work on some YouTube videos and some other tunes of my own. So yeah, thanks to everybody who joined the stream tonight. Thanks to everybody who submitted some tunes. I hope my feedback was. You want to hear a whip? We can hear a phantom whip right now. What do I got? What do I got for you guys? What do I got? Here we can listen to some unreleased stuffs. Oh, whoops. What do I got here for you guys? We can go through some of my demos that I've been submitting lately. Here's one that I've been playing. Actually, here, I'm going to play this one from me and Chuck Shadow. This one actually just got signed the other day, so this is going to be on Gold Digger later this summer. Nice one, bruv. Yeah, that's me, Chuck Shadow, and Lexi. Obviously, that's not the final master. We got to do some quick cleanup on that, but that'll be out in August on Gold Digger. But yeah, that was just a quick little tune of mine. Thanks to everybody who submitted to the feedback stream tonight. Got a lot of tunes in. I'm going to dive into some of my own stuff. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for submitting your tunes. I will be back again next Monday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. here on Twitch. If you're not already, go follow me on all the things. We have a garage brunch this Saturday, and then afters next Saturday. Yeah, enjoy your guys' Monday night. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you guys next week.